Well, we'll see what happens here. We're at a daily gain level of 91, right? Market hasn't even opened yet. It's already been a pretty good sell-off, so who knows, right? Crazy. Good times in the Trump era so far. Um, I already had an awesome short this morning, so pretty much done on my live accounts unless anything looks really amazing. Yeah, lately I've just been trading the pre-market and being done before even the open, so I missed out. Yesterday I probably should have kept trading, but when you catch what you want, it's kind of like, well, I'm done. So I don't know how you guys. Yeah, yesterday was a pretty good day, perfect price action, and this morning was just awesome. We shall see if this 91 can hold north or south. Yeah, NQ can't hurt too bad, right, GP? You know, seriously, the best move might come early. Who knows? I mean, we already had a sweet move, so who knows what this morning is going to bring, man. Getting a nice push off this 91, though. Well, we did. Just kind of being, 15 minutes to open. We shall see what happens here. I wouldn't put a second mortgage on the long just yet, but I could be wrong. I don't like to predict. JP can do that kind of stuff. I'm more into try to do the reaction. What's it gonna do at this level? Yeah, who knows, man. Who knows? It's kind of gonna be should be a fun day. I am short on my live account with Blue Sky right now, and I'm about to get out for a quick scalp. If I can get one more push down, and I'll flatten out at 500 bucks. So where does that put me? Yep, up four. So with my Tradeify, I'm up 1,000 today. I caught a sweet down move, and then on my I just took a short on my Blue Sky up 500. So not a bad $1,500 day. I'll take it. 1,500 bucks today live. Not bad. Not a 30K day, but not greedy. Oh, that was a great short though. Just a little $500 trade off the open. Sweet. That was a perfect little short for me. Just played that. Oh, 391. That was a killer. You know what I mean? Just a nice 2-lot mini trade, $500. Not bad. You know? That was a nice little trade for me. I'll take it. I took a little heat, but man, look at that thing. I could have stayed in it, but you know what I mean? It's just before the market opened. I didn't want to be greedy. But if you look at the price action, I mean, that was just it came up to, 738 earlier, and then it just hit our daily GAN right on the money. Dude, JP, are you kidding me, dude? I mean, dude, JP, seriously, on the dime, dude. Do you love GANs or what, dude? I mean, how can you get more precise than that, dude? That 391 trade was freaking, I mean, it was just too easy. You know what I mean? Like, when you see a setup like that, you can take a trade with low risk, and then you're done. I didn't even get a full GAN level. I just took off the profit that I wanted. And I'm just saying, like, it's, I don't know why more people don't trade these GAN lines, man. These GAN levels. I mean, you can be so precise on your entries, and you know where your risk is, you know where you're wrong, you don't have to be greedy, and, you know what I mean? I got out pretty early, but, for me, I caught my freaking trade. So, I mean, I caught what I wanted out of that trade, and, I mean, that was perfect. Yeah, I did not show you guys because, it's not, I like to, I'll show you educational stuff, but I'm not going to do live trades on the screen because, I mean, I don't really want people following me that way, right? Once we get enough people, let's just say, we get to 100 people subscribing, then I'll move fully to just Discord trading where it's live, but we're not quite at 100 yet. I have a ways to go. So once I have a kind of a solid number, then yeah, I'll just jump off YouTube and we'll just be straight Discord. And then it might be a closed room. I don't know, JP, we'll have to figure that out. Because, what we're providing people is awesome, but we don't need the whole world. We just want our awesome community. Because we honestly have one of the best trading groups, I think, around. I mean, our Discord group is awesome. We're always adding stuff, tweaking stuff, getting feedback. Really, it's a great environment. You know what I mean? And it's not like we're charging we don't charge hardly anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really what this group's about. We're just looking for people that are invested. So, yeah, for $25 a month for access to everything, I'm not going to sell anything right now, but I mean, really, it's most of the stuff you can do for free. I mean, seriously, if someone doesn't want to pay the $25 a month, they can email me. I will tell them how to use GAN levels for free. I'll show them how to draw them. You know what I mean? Like, if they don't want to pay the $25 a month, I don't care. Email me. I'll jump on a call with you and show you how to draw them. If you want it automated like I do, freaking pay $25 a month or pay a programmer to do it. I don't care. I just think it's the best way to trade. So, but I love our group, man, though. So look at that push down. I mean, I could have stayed in that thing, but for me, yeah, I mean, I just like our community. We have so many awesome people in our group. So I don't know. I love our group. I love our trading group. And this volume indicator, I mean, with the market pushing down, it does make the metrics a little weird because these GAN levels get so bunched up. I mean, normally on a normal market, these daily GANs are really spread out. But I mean, look at this. I've already had to change my volume like twice, or 3 times actually. So I've had to come in here, and change my levels a few times. So it's just crazy, like on a daily I have to change these levels. I mean, I don't remember ever having to do that, like where it's just pushing down on the dailies like this. It's just crazy. So, yeah, like JP says in our Discord, just follow the treasure map. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Like, you're getting all these wicks. Everything turns red right at a daily gan. Are you telling me that you can't risk one mini, knowing that, okay, let's say you're wrong, you lose $500 on a mini, or 5 micros, you lose 150, 100, maybe like 125, to get $300 or $400 on 5 micros, whatever that is. I mean, I forget what that'd be, but you're gonna make maybe not 500, but you're definitely gonna make a good chunk on 5 micros. Maybe JP can do the math on that, but 5 micros on a low risk trade, I don't know what else you guys could want on an indicator. And like, we didn't even get a buy. That's why I love signals, but when you get a precise entry with volume, and I think I got in a little early. I was trying to. That's why I took a little heat. I was going long here, so I did take a little bit of heat, and I was ready to get out if it broke any higher on my live. But you can see that's why I got out probably the 50-ish, so I didn't get the full again. But that's I'm an aggressive trader sometimes, so for me when it was hitting that level, I have a buffer room. I can be a little more aggressive, and yeah, I can get burned on occasion. But you know what? If you can look at my track record, I post. I'm on here almost every day. I'm not boasting. It's these levels work for the most part. I mean, nothing's 100%. I mean, if you want 100%, this is the wrong place, right? Of course, the level's gonna bust up. But I could have been a little more patient, and that's just it comes with the territory. So it just gives you an awesome some good structure. I mean, this is what I caught earlier. I mean, I caught this freaking short right down. I think I caught from right here all the way down. Like it's like a gan and a half, and that's how I got my $1,000 on my live funded with Tradeify. And then like I said, my blue sky got $500. So I might be done with my live accounts today. I mean, $1,500. That's pretty good. I don't like to give much back to NQ. NQ is, it can be mean if you're aggressive with it. You just gotta be patient, especially if you're doing minis. I mean, micros you can definitely be. You can kind of dollar cost average. You can dollar cost average in on a level. I don't always love to do that because it can bite you. But if let's say I had 5 micros and it was kind of building my position, I might build it up to 15 to get a nice good trade there. But that's one thing I love about micros. You can with minis, it's you can really take a heat if you're doing multiple contracts. But I just did two. I did 2 micros and 2 minis, and got my nice profit for the day. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool morning so far. I mean, the market hasn't even opened yet. I mean, that's what I love about it. That's what I love about futures. I don't like crazy action. I like very smooth levels. And we all know news, don't trade news, that's obvious. And then the open can be so jolty. So, I mean, the open actually lately has been awesome, like JP knows. It will hit like a daily level and just sell off. I mean, right before, look at that snap down. I mean, man, that was beauty. Whoever went short there. Oh, that was nice. It didn't even get up to here. Look at that. Look at that volume. And then you get a nice 82%. I love these signals though. Yeah, they're delayed, but they still have, man, they're awesome. And even better, these volume nodes. And in fact, I'm building out, I think by next week I'll have a refined version of the Scalper Pro. Thanks to Cycling. He's given me some good stuff on to, filter. I mean, this will always be available. I'll just probably have an enhanced version of it so people can tweak it. That's what's so cool about all this stuff is it's so customizable. So if you don't trade NQ, you can customize it for ES, gold, oil, whatever. I just, I love NQ as much as it can hurt me sometimes, but I love NQ. I don't know, for me, I just like to focus on one market. I know some people can track, all the big ones. But for me, you can make enough money on one instrument. You just kind of master it, and that's kind of my focus for me. Just focus on one instrument. Know its behavior. I mean, there's so much money to be made. I mean, yesterday, gosh, the price action was so good. Like, I was done pre-market, but I jumped on a call with somebody that was just wanting some help on how to use the indicators, and she was, she had a down. I can't remember. She was a little bit down on her new account, but I was just telling her, what can you do with one micro? And then later on, this is like after all the big stuff happened, she had all these awesome trades using one micro. I mean, it's amazing what you can do in one micro if you're just trading levels. Like, you can have, I shouldn't say easy. Oh, you did went to win again, dude. Nice job, dude. I mean, one micro, if you're trading for a few hours, you can make $200 low risk trades just doing one micro. I saw a screenshot of it. I mean, man, that's what I love about the futures. You don't really need a lot of money, and you don't need to risk that much to be too crazy if you're willing to put the time in. That's really, and of course the sell. But we're getting right toward the open. That's where there's not really many indicators that, at least with a buy and sell, that can handle an open or close to the open where everything is jolting. So that's why I don't put a lot of merit on signals when it comes to like an open or the news. I mean, come on, the action's too quick for it to catch up. I mean, there's a lot of logic in it, but like, that's crazy price action. What signal can handle that kind of whipsaw, right? I don't know of any. I mean, if you guys know of one, cool. I don't know of one. All I know is our levels held. I mean, if that was quick though, you could see how the market pushed against. It didn't even get a 391. That would have been a hella short. But man, for me, that's pretty quick. So, but if you're really zoned in, you're calm about it, and you're trading appropriately the size, you could have jumped in that short there, and look, you're just killing it. I mean, how many retail traders knew that 91 was a key level? I bet not many. I mean, just guessing. I don't know. I have no stats on that, but most retail traders kind of like, if it feels like it's going long, they go long. If it feels like it's going short, they go short. They don't have a plan. Because I guess that's used to be me. I used to kind of like, oh, it feels like it's going long, so I'll just kind of, I'll jump in. But now I have levels that I play off of where I know where I need to be in for precise entries. And then I know where are good profit levels, so I'm not getting too greedy. It's like a process. You just make it very, you don't get sucked into the P&L, like, that you just, what I mean? Yeah, of course, you get bit. That's just how it goes. But man, if you're careful with it, you're going to just go GAN to GAN like JP just did. Deleveraging is important, getting started. Yeah, totally, dude. You never want to like go full. Like, if you're learning this, there's no reason to even do minis. Just do micros. I'm on minis because I've been doing this for 8 months, So for me, doing one mini, two minis, if like the other day on Sunday night, I did a 10 mini trade to pass another Tradeify account. Would I do that on a live account? No, like today, I'll look at this push down. I'll stop talking here. Wow. So yeah, this is the open candle right here. We'll see what kind of craziness is going to happen here. So, yeah, I mean, especially during the open, you never want to over leverage right on the open candle. I mean, that's like the obvious statement of the year. That's stupid. Well, all blue. Did you plot in your levels correctly, King? So you have to plot in the daily. It only works on the daily. So you have to plot in, your first level is going to be 202.96 if this even holds. I mean, the market could sell off and you'll have to redo it. So right now though, the first level should be 202.96, and then you just kind of go up the line, right? And then it will show accurately. So if you don't plot these, I know it sucks that you have to do it manually, but it was a coding nightmare for the code to understand it, you know what I mean? Like you think about how fast this stuff moves. For it to work, just to have the sophistication that it has. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. It just requires you to manually add in the levels. I wish it could be automatic, and maybe one day I can figure that out. But it was literally a nightmare. I mean, I spent 40 hours plus, maybe 100, I don't know, so many hours on this thing, error after error. And it wasn't. I was like, finally, what if I just manually plot it, and then all of a sudden magic happened. So yeah, you know, I'd love it to be, you know, automatic, but it's really not that hard to add in, especially daily. Now, if you're doing like the hourly, that'd be a pain in the ass. You can see now it's going to push down, and these levels will be like I have to replot them again. But it's just the way it is right now. We're just, you know, it's just selling off so much. Right here, it's going to sell off again. So this 96 is going to be right. Watch the then I'll have to replot. I mean, I'm not going to replot them right away because it's just too much action. So I have to wait till it settles down because I don't want to replot them 4 times a day, you know. So that's the slight downside of this volume indicator. As it pushes down below, you know, it's just, you know, it's hard to have an indicator that's perfect because, you know, the market is just, it's just these moves, man, you know. But yeah, that'll be one thing I can definitely try to code in. I don't know, to figure that out. You know, when the market's pushing below the daily GANs like this, you know what I mean? Like it's here we go. So it's pushing below that 96. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, that's why that trade at 91. I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, JP again. I swear the open is just a killer. Like at 3 minutes in, you're already kind of done. You sell at the freaking open. I mean, the pattern's been lately sell at the open and you're done. I don't know how many days has done that. JP, you gotta start tracking that, dude. That's where maybe your genius can go in. How many times at the open you just sell, get 2 or 3 GAN levels and you're done, and you don't even muck around with anything else. I mean, it's almost been too easy lately, honestly. That way, I mean, it's never easy, but lately the open's been so freaking amazing. It hasn't like had like these massive swings up that like crazy. It has like it definitely will take out the longs, but that didn't. I mean, barely. So it can like 3 minutes into before the market didn't even sweep the highs. It didn't. It barely. It didn't even get to 81. I mean, that's like easy. That's like a kid playing with NQ. NQ can be way more violent than that. You know what I mean? Like that was nothing. If you're on your game, you're shorting that all day long, watching those levels. That's just too easy. That's easy money. That's how I look at it. Now it's trickier because you know we're at a lower daily GAN, but that was just amazing. You know, that's why I went short there and caught my $500. You know what I mean? I could have stayed in it, but I don't really love to be. I don't love to have an open position at the open, but man, you know, that was like nothing. NQ can be way more. That was like just a basic price action trade. You know, you don't even need indicators for that. Now it wants to me around. You mean it wants to mess with you now, JP, or? Yeah, I'm sure Trump's gonna open his mouth so you can see how the daily it moved the pivot. Now I have to technically redo, like all this metric is off now because it pushed the pivot down. So it was at 96, now it's at 94. So now it basically just effed up all my freaking levels by like 2. So it's, you know, I don't know if I should replot it because it, you know, but we'll see here. Yeah, I messed it up all by 2 basically. Almost 2. That's the. I don't know if I should even bother replotting it right now because I mean, is this the low of the day? I mean, we still got room. Who knows? I mean, it'd be shocking if this is the low pivot of the day. I mean, I don't know. I don't predict. There's smarter people than me that can predict the low of the day. You could definitely see though, you know, you could have scalped off that 94 just the way it's bouncing. But that's just not my style. But you can see, look at that. That's already a 2-gan trade. Oh, well, almost 2. I think that's a nice push up there. So look at that. That's a nice little bounce off the 93, 94. Look at that. That's a nice bounce there. Beauty. Beautiful bounce there. A lot of ways to trade these levels if you're just cautious. And there's a buy signal. So yeah, now we're getting above this 87. It'll be interesting to see if it can hold a level. We're gonna get a clean, nice big move. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. Tuesdays these days are always fun. It's always unique. A lot of buying pressure. So, is it trying to sweep the? Where's the daily? Look at the overnight here. Is there like a good overnight level that we need to worry about? Yeah, look at this. Okay, so the overnight level that we need to worry about is 571. Right? If it gets up to there, that would be interesting. I think. Can it get back up to to the overnight high of up here? Sorry, I'm moving my chart around. I wanted to see that. I forgot what the overnight high was. Just kind of checking to make sure. So, right now it's barely getting above the New York high. Barely. It's pushing a little bit. So it's definitely a nice little scalp. So these shorts are definitely wiping out these early shorts, which I think is kind of cool. When you look from afar, I think it's just more of a patient game right now. We're 8 minutes into the market, so to me, it's kind of like letting the dust settle. What does NQ want to do right now? To me, it's just setting itself up for a bigger move. But you can definitely, if you're careful, you can trade these. That was a nice little bounce there. A nice bounce here, down here, and then a nice bounce up to 428. What a beautiful scalp there. Hope you're making some money, King. Or even better, maybe on the sidelines, just kind of waiting. I'm on the sidelines. I might be done with my live. We'll see. Unless something, unless I get an A+, has to be really good. I'm not going to give anything back, for me. So far, though, it's not pressing daily highs at all. It's hit 28 and just vacuum right back down. Just So this is classic NQ chop right now, as JP would probably say. I'm on NQ right now. I could switch over to micros, but my account size is big enough now where I'm on minis. Yeah, waiting. Good call, King. Unless there's A+, there's no reason to do anything. We got we're 9 minutes in. That's nothing. So kudos to you, man. That wasn't. I was watching that level. I was yapping away. I was interested in shorting that 27 or 28 level, but it was just kind of early for me. But that was a nice, sweep of the recent highs. It didn't really make a new higher high, really. It kind of, but not really. It was just sweeping these, at least for now. But this actually was a little nice bounce off this 48. So yeah, this time frame, I'm kind of like King. I'm just waiting. I'm not gonna do anything rash. Could like to see what the VIX is doing. We have this cool VIX chart. The VIX, is it doing anything to help us here? We have it inverted. So so that's what's cool about this. If it starts selling off, then this would be a good time to sell. But yeah, the VIX is really cool to use as a companion, as you guys probably already do. I do. I don't pay as attention to it enough, but oh, you're short now. Okay, yeah, dude. If you got short at 89 or there's a lot of good levels to have shorted. I mean, look at that thing. Yeah, a lot of shorts should be definitely in the money right now if you were had a good precise entry. Good job, Raymond, man. I don't know where you got short, but kudos to you, buddy. Short at 738. Nice, dude. 738. That's a good look at that. I mean, that's just below a daily Gann. Nice short, dude. Yeah, you're killing it right now. I love it. That short is working, Raymond. Very cool, dude. You probably didn't take much heat on that either. If you got in it, depending on when you got in, you probably didn't take much drawdown on that. So now it's just how much profit you want to take, really. You know, you can take some contracts off, or yeah. I mean, oh, look at that. That's a beautiful trade there, Raymond. That was beauty. Yeah, look at this. It's going to push down on the daily Ganns again. That's why I didn't want to change them, because now we're almost down to this 304, but almost to 94. Great trade there, Raymond. Great trade. Nice, dude. 300 ticks, man. That's a good trade. I'd be happy with that. Definitely happy. 300 ticks on NQ. Killer. Killer trade, dude. Good job, man. Now, don't follow me. I'm just going to take a practice trade. Just to be involved here. Man, this thing is just tanking. I'm not doing anything on my live right now. This is on my demo, because NQ could definitely snap up and snag me out. I'm just more. I call this a curious trade. Just to see what's going to do. I mean, it's just pressing below the daily Gann. It's just crazy. It's just selling off like a monster. Yeah, dude. Nice job, dude. So yeah, for me, I scalped out $500. Let's call it $500. Look at that. A nice little scalp. $500 on a practice trade. So there you go. A lot of times in a day like this, I'll scalp off, $500. Look at that. That was a beauty little practice scalp. Just killed it there. Not being greedy at all. Man, it's just it gets to be just kind of easy. You just play your levels. And man, that was a great practice trade. $500. And I missed the bulk of the big move, but what I mean. Sometimes you just practice and see how that snapped up. That's why I got out, because we're at this daily Gann level where NQ loves to snap up like that, especially we're not even 15 minutes in. Not even 15 minutes into the market, so loves to play games with people. If you don't get it, and that's why I didn't get a precise entry. So that's why I scalped out my 500 on practice, because I didn't get I got kind of a chasing practice trade, and I definitely would have taken a loss if I was greedy. But I knew that potentially this 94 was going to be a little bounce here, because it bounced before. Was the market going to sell off? Yeah, I could have, but it's still really early. Way early for me. I'm still waiting. I might do one more live trade on my live account. I don't know, but I'll be right back. I gotta get my dog out. I'm gonna wait till 10 anyway. I'm gonna do anything. So just a second. Come here, Ollie. Here, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah, good job, Raymond, man. Seriously though, 300 ticks, dude. That is freaking awesome. I'm still waiting. Even though, man, I just missed it taking my dog out. What a scalp at 90 down there. I mean, that's, oh man, beautiful. It's actually, even though it's choppy for level traders, this is actually awesome price action. That's how I look at it. Because you're on levels, so I don't care what it does. I mean, look at that. It's pressing below 94. This is freaking amazing. Scalper's dream right now. Well, NQ always is, as long as you're careful, basically. What do you think, JP? Scalper's dream. That's why we love and hate NQ. When you're right, it's amazing. When you're right, when you're wrong, yeah, it can hurt a little bit, but that's why you're smart about it. Minimize your losses. Just don't be stupid about it, you know. Nice little bounce off the 94. I mean, man, it's like a perfect scalping day. It's just, you know what I mean? If you're just patient. I'm not saying to go long here, but if someone did, you know, you could have scalped a little bit there. Man, it's perfect. Wonder what's going to happen in 8 minutes. I'm kind of waiting, you know, until 10. I agree, man. Just take your levels and get out, you know. I mean, definitely favoring the shorts right now, but there's definitely, you know, since it's bouncing around, you can catch longs, obviously, but the shorts are cleaner right now. But, man, it is snapping up, too. I mean, it's just, it does making entries somewhat tough for everybody, but that's why it's either best to, you know, sit and wait. And so, yeah, again, yeah, a longer here would be kind of, you know, be tough, but it has bounced off 94, but you know, eventually something's going to happen. You know, the dam's got to break one direction or the other, likely. I mean, I don't know. This is just going to be one of those just weird days today where it doesn't pick a direction. It is below 94 right now, but for how long, I don't know. I mean, I would not take a long here myself, but you know, everyone has a different view of what they see, and what indicators are using. My levels are saying not the long it right now, but you know, everyone, you know, there's a million ways to trade, so it's just my levels aren't saying to trade long yet, but everything is bearish, right? You're under 94, but it could snap up any second here, and you know, it's tricky. That's why I'm waiting till 10. So I still got like 6 minutes before I probably do anything. But to each his own, man. I mean, people see a long there. I don't. But it is bouncing. I know, is Trump going to speak today, JP? Do you have an app that tells you when Trump's going to talk about tariffs? Our favorite word of the year. JP's going to get a tattoo of tariff on his back because he loves that word so much now. He's going to make so much money from the word tariff that he'll have to tattoo it somewhere as gratitude, because you know, he'll make so much money this year off the second, you know, Trump says tariff. JP is going to be pushing button. Dude, yeah, he talks every second. When doesn't he talk? You're right. I mean, when doesn't he open his mouth, or you know, or whatever? So yeah, I mean, there you go. See, it bounced off 94, but man, that would have been a tough trade, I think. I mean, I think that would have been a very tough long there, personally. You could have done it, but you would have been kind of sweating there a little bit. You'd be in the money right now, but tough. That's a tough long, I think, personally. If someone decided to, go long there. Heck, I'll get a tattoo of Tara if I make enough money this year. If I grow my account to, X amount, I'll freaking get a tattoo. Big T buys me a new Tesla. No, I don't want a Tesla anymore. I don't know what I would want. I don't care about flashy cars, but I just like those Cybertrucks because they're ugly. Not because they're actually practical or anything. They're just the most god-awful, ugly thing I've ever seen, which is awesome. Hopefully they make more ugly EV vehicles down the road for me to buy. It's not a Tesla. Just the most god-awful, ugly thing you've ever seen. That's what makes it so awesome. Yeah, I bounce off the 94 still. Yep, on your pinky, dude. Whatever. I mean, that would work. I think maybe like on your eyelid, on your eyebrow would be better, personally. Is it tanking? Is it Tesla's tanking? Yeah, Tesla's taking a hit lately, right? I don't know. I don't know if people love them as much as they used to, right? Tesla is the cool now. The cell. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean that's definitely the future, self-driving. I mean that's it's crazy though. I wouldn't do it. But, I mean, you never know though. I mean, I'm always just curious. As AI moves into everything, we still need truck drivers. We still need people that are willing to do that kind of shit. And I mean, I guess down the road, I'm sure there'll be self-driving I'm sure they're testing it, of course. I mean, how that's all going to play out, right? It's crazy. Yeah, like a teardrop, dude. A tear, big T for teardrop, right by your eye. You're so happy. Your account you've made so much money that you're just crying you're in tears because you're so happy. Happy tears. Yeah, again, like we're 2 minutes to 10, and I'm still not loving anything right now. I don't know. I'm not loving any level right now. Everything's so jaggedy. Dude, totally. It's the most hideous thing I've ever seen, which I love. I don't even care if I drove it. I would love it just sitting outside of my driveway, just to be that guy who has, but yeah, dude, that thing is, man, it is brutal. It does not look like a cool vehicle whatsoever, minus that it's so ugly that it's awesome. Yeah, again, 94 long, it's brutal. So yeah, we're almost at 10. So those longs just got, taking a hit there. We'll see if anyone, hopefully you guys, but, let's see what can it do. Yeah, it's breaking lower finally. See if we get a little breakdown here. I don't want to call anything. I'll take a chasing trade, not a real trade, because I don't love chasing trades. I don't know if they'll even let me in. I was trying to take a practice trade. Oh, it did let me in. I got a really shitty. So yeah, now it's tanking. Oh man, see that's a great trade. Look at that. So 4 contracts, 3K. Look at that, JP. All right, I'll scalp out 4K. Nice, a nice 4K 10 o'clock trade there. There you guys go. 4K or whatever it was. If it lets me out, I hate practice trading. Let me out. Larry, that's like a 4K trade. Man, why doesn't it? I hate practice. Refresh it, I guess. But yeah, look at that. That was awesome. You know, practice trade. There you go. That was awesome. So there you go. That's how you play. That's how you play it. Now I didn't get my 40K trade today, but you know, 4K is not too bad. I love 40K trades, but now I have to don't look at the volume because this is just nonsense now because it keeps pushing lower. So there's no reason to even have that on there until I replot everything. So that was a nice little short there. And see, I wasn't greedy about that. You know, I just played a level. So I already had a 500 demo trade, 4K demo trade. So like I'm almost like up 5K today between my 1500 live and then my my demo trade. So not a bad morning, not bad at all. We're only a half hour into the market open. Yeah, you gotta love trading, man. Best job in the world. You can't beat it. Minus that when you get too greedy or you make dumb decisions, then it's the worst job in the world. So it's definitely one of those. It's the best and worst. The fine line from it being the best and worst is very close. Doesn't take much for you to hate it, and it doesn't take much for you to love it. Obviously, but I love it. You know, I've lost a lot, but I've learned a lot. So the learning is the key. Just don't repeat your same mistakes. At least minimize it. That was an awesome short there, and not a greedy short, and I loved it. I don't know. Hopefully you guys caught some money there. That was perfect. That was an awesome short. I'm telling you, that was kick-ass. Yeah, I mean, all the trades today have been just pretty good. Just being patient about it, and it's been awesome. Good stuff today. It's been a little rocky, but with good entries, man, it's been pretty fun. Yeah, it just keeps pressing below the lower, my daily lows. So it's like I can't, I can't replot the freaking dailies because market keeps pressing lower. So makes my volume indicator kind of hard to use until it gets back into the levels. Well, that was a cool short. Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that 10 o'clock, there can always be some weird stuff at 10. That's why I was waiting. And that was a nice little little breakout trade. And I got in it late too, but I wasn't greedy about it. Got out, got my profit and got out. And even though it was on demo, I always look at demo like real for me because I don't take demo trades unless I would have done it live. But since I'm already at $1,500, not to be humble brag, I practice, so if I'm still up, and I want to keep trading, then I switch to demo, because I don't like to give money back to NQ. If NQ pays me, I want it to be like A+. This is not A+ trading for me. This is like practice kind of jolting trading. This is why I'm on demo. I'm not afraid to trade live. I've traded live many times, but this is not A+ type of levels. Like this is kind of boring. You know what I mean? This is not like exciting NQ trading. I mean, it's exciting that you're picking levels and you're following your process, but this isn't like amazing price action. Really, it's kind of meh. You know what I mean? Like, this is not like, there's nothing exciting. When I start laughing at how awesome it is, this is just kind of boring for me. But if you play these levels, I mean, there's a nice little bounce trade there. I mean, at the 11, right? I mean, if someone's really watching it, you can play these longs. It's just, man, it's tough. NQ is not helping the longs today. the bears own it right now, obviously, right? The bears own this market today, even though it's not crazy. It's still obviously, you know what I mean? What are the bulls doing? You know what I mean? Besides little like snap, just kind of messing with people, what are the bulls really doing? Not much, right? The best candles are all bear, obviously, right? So the bulls are just, it's brutal for them. Now we're down below the daily GAN again, so it's just. But again, like it just kind of snaps back up. So yeah, it's kind of it's a tricky day, really. I mean, I don't know many indicators that can trade this kind of stuff. You gotta know your levels. You gotta know your volume. That's the only way to trade these kind of markets. I mean, sell signals are okay, buy signals, but if you're waiting for everything to line up, you've missed it. Price is king, right? That's why I like levels, because it's about as precise as you're going to get. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird. Wish something more exciting was happening to show you guys, but the market's just below a daily GAN level. That's all. It's pretty. That's my analysis right now. My analysis: price is below the lowest daily GAN, and that's it. Like, oh man. So it's like, do you jump in and chase it? I mean, I'm not. Again, is that A plus? Is that like all day, like all week? Are you waiting for this amazing trade? I was just trying to think, like, if I made any money today, is this short right here the best decision of the week? Like, I try to think on a weekly, but not even a daily. Like, of the whole week, is this the best trade to be in? And so if it's not, for me, I don't do it. That's why I'm not live trading it either. I like to do A plus setups. Now this could tank, of course it could, but what is when you're looking for your trades of the week? Is this your A plus trade? I mean it could, but there's been snapping up. It's just I don't know. Is this an A plus trade, JP? I don't know. I don't think it is, but so today could be a sideline day, unless you have it is selling off a little bit, but then it snaps right back up. That's why, to me this isn't. Yeah, I mean, you can trade scalp a little bit, but this is not like amazing at all. Yeah, I formed a new pivot again. So yeah, my wallet it's crazy. Not like an amazing day for indicator trading. Good day for level trading. If you're using just straight up indicators, likely you're getting destroyed today. Not you, but like people that just use signals and not aware of levels. They're probably just getting chopped in a mess. I know, because I used to do that. Yeah, it's just not right. Way too much drop, which is good. I mean, I don't. It just means it's building, right? Because then eventually it's going to do something awesome. So on this kind of stuff, I don't unless it's kind of boring to watch. It's almost like you just need an alert. But yeah, eventually, to me, this is just eventually it's just building up pressure, and then it's going to do something awesome. And then just waiting long enough, being patient enough. Because it's not like paying you right now, right? I always think of NQ. When does it pay you? Well, to me, it's like right now, if you're kind of like just watching, we're waiting to get paid, right? We're not getting chopped up right now. We're just patiently waiting, and then the payday will come with patience. So that's how I look at it. I love it when it pays. That's I'm waiting for the It's, I mean, who knows, man? You got to think one of these days it's going to sell off big time, but I don't like to predict, Just stay in the moment. Yeah, see, it's pressing down below, so yeah, it's causing. Yeah, look at that. It's just. I definitely wouldn't want to long this. I mean, why would you long this thing? And then shorting it, it snaps up. So this is kind of like a weird sell-off grind. Like this is what it does a lot of times when it's going north. This is like the weirdest slow grind going down. Like it might catch some momentum here, but it's just like a choppy move down. It's kind of weird. So you definitely could have got an entry at that 96, right? And you'd be up a decent, 20 ticks or so, 20 points. But I don't know. Like I said, is that the best trade in the world? No, it's not that great. I think it's marginal. See, look at that. Just snaps right back up. So yeah, that kind of a. Yeah, this is just a weird day, man. But a good day. I like, I don't mind a day like this, because then when we get a clean day, we just kill it. So yeah, look at this. See it just snapping back up above 96 again. And so, all these shorts are just taking some heat now because it has a nice, I'm not saying it's going to bounce forever, but it's bouncing off the 96 right now. So it's already hit a daily GAN, almost did, which doesn't mean much because the daily GANs are so bunched up now. But so far, that was a nice bounce off the 96. But yeah, will it hold? I don't know. We did get one volume node, like one. So, is NQ going to do anything interesting today? I have no idea. Is he going to do anything interesting today? It is making a little bounce here, though. A little bit. Then it sucks back down. Is he going to catch a bid here, maybe? I don't know. It's just so choppy. It's brutal. Do the bulls want to do anything today? That's the question. Yeah, so it's a 30, and then just snaps back right down. Crazy, yeah. I don't know what to tell people. It is not doing much. It wants to bounce off 96, but I don't know if it's, who knows, right? Do the bulls want it enough to take it anywhere? I'd be interested to see if this 96 can hold for the bulls. I don't know. So far, the bears want it still. It's just so early. What is it? 10:15. And now it's below the daily GAN again. Now look at that. Now it's going south again. So we might get the sell-off JP was talking about. Look at that, yep, it's pressing lower. Who knows? What does it want to do? Yeah, kind of a weird day. Very weird day. Now it's tanking a little bit. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see what it's going to do. What's it going to do? Yeah, it's just pressing lower. So yeah, the trade was to sell that. Just get that nice 27. Would have been a nice little short there, but it's that was tough. Oh man, look at that! Now it's selling off. Yep, beautiful there. If we're short of that, turning out to be a good trade there. Yeah, hopefully you guys caught the short there. That was a nice little push down. Yeah, market's just yeah, it's at what, 98 now, 95. Yeah, the market's just making a nice move now. Beauty. Yeah, finally, did something. Took a bit. Now it's doing yeah, the bears are just killing it right now. Killing it. Yeah, now we have a new pivot down here. 27. That was a nice little sell-off. That was beautiful. Thing of beauty. That's what I love about this. There's really no reason to ever go long. That's what's so awesome about this system. That was awesome. Nothing like sitting on your hands though. Missed it, you know. That was gave you an indication of short, and I didn't do it, but you know, again, it wasn't like my favorite trade of the week, so hence I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything about it. Did any of you guys catch that nice short? Hopefully you guys did. That was gave you a great indication to go short there. That was perfect. Shoot. Yeah, pretty cool short there, JP, man. I missed it too. I didn't take it. I just didn't love it. You know, it was grinding down and then finally made a nice move, but kind of a boring short in a way, even though that was a smart play though to do that. Heck of a move though. What was it, 400? Now it's down to 109. I mean, from earlier's at price action, so you know what I mean? Like that, the Bears had a good day today so far. Now we're getting a little bounce there off the almost newly minted daily Gann, but you know, not a amazing trade there, but you know, you could scalp there a little bit. So I'll take a practice long here. I'm already up a good chunk, but do a little practice long here. Might not work, but off a daily Gann, see if it holds. If it doesn't, then I will. Yeah, this is just practice because I'm already up, so and I am fighting the trend. So this is definitely not a high probability trade here at all. I'm just practicing to see if it bounces off this 12, and it might not. Yeah, it might just come down and take me out. The Bears have owned today. I was just kind of curious if we get a bounce off this 12, but yeah, so don't follow me on this one. This is just a practice trade. And so far, it's definitely not working at all. That's okay. I was just curious to see if the Bears or the Bulls had anything in the tank at all. Do the Bulls have anything to offer today? It's been all Bears. So we'll see if this practice trade works out. I'm not counting on it too. I mean, the Bears own today. The practice trades really should be long, or shorts really, but it's just NQ just loves to bounce off these levels. But ultimately, yeah, the shorts are the best trades of the day. I don't think this long is gonna work, but that's why I'm practicing. Yeah, I think I'll get taken out here. And yep. So that's what I get for practicing a long trade, and then like it snaps right back up. Classic NQ. Oh man. Well, I'm still up on my demo trades, but yeah, trying to catch the look at that, it snaps right back up. That's hilarious. That's where NQ is fun. Trading levels. I'm glad that was on a demo trade. But let's see if we get a volume. Look at that, it's going right back up. That's classic. Oh man, that's such a classic NQ right there. Right to the tick, it takes me out, and then goes right on its merry way. That's about as classic NQ as it gets. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, that's funny. I had it right though. I was just off by a tick. Off by one tick. Or whatever it was. That's funny. That's funny. Now look at it just bouncing off that. Oh man, that was funny. What a bounce though off the 12. Like I was practicing though. I had my practice trade right. Just my stop was a little too tight. That was funny. Yeah, NQ knew where I was somehow. It knew it. It knew where I was. NQ knew it. NQ knew my stop. So we'll see if we get a little more bounce or not. Maybe it's just gonna, we'll see. Be interesting to see if we can get above 70, but we'll see. See if the bulls have any chance here to doing something interesting. And that would have been a good long there off the 12. You can see I'm just longing off the basically the 70. Got a nice volume node here, and we'll see if this level can hold. Getting a nice push there. Yeah, so a great practice long here. That 12, I had the entry. I had the entry, so I would be, doing really well. But NQ was mean to me. Why was it so mean to me? So we'll see if the bulls have something to run this thing up. Maybe not. Might come back down. Yeah, the bears just might want to keep messing with the longs. And again, you'll probably get taken out of my practice long again. Yeah, so my practice longs are, it seems like it's going to snap back up again. Oh man. That's why I'm practicing. Oh, that's hilarious. Again, it takes me to the tick again. That's hilarious. That's why NQ is, it's hilarious. Right to the tick. It took me out. Again, 2 in a row, right to the tick. That's hilarious. That's where, yeah, with NQ, you have to get your entries so tight because if you're trading minis, you know, you can take such a big hit. But yeah, 2 in a row. NQ found a way to stop me out. That's hilarious. Thank you, NQ. We'll see if it can hold here. So this is going to be almost a gan-to-gan trade here. Let's move my stop up. And we'll see if we can get some momentum here. Look at that push up. So, man, I would have been in at 212. Snags me up by a tick. And then snags me up by a tick here. So that's where you can be right but wrong with NQ pretty easily. You know, classic example of, you know, you can be right, but that's where futures can be tough. You can be right but wrong all day long. And look, it stopped right on that 15 and pushed back a little bit. But anyway, so we'll see if this holds. We'll see if the bulls have some momentum here. This would be like where, you know, if I get stopped out again in practice, I'll just probably be done. You know, if this doesn't hold. I had some awesome trades earlier that worked out really well, and then I got stopped out twice in a row, even though I was right, but wrong. And now we'll see if this can break the 15. So we're at the 5, 10, almost a 10. This could likely break through the 10 to 15 here. So I'll make this kind of a cool trade. Look at this, it's just pushing up. So yeah, you know, at least it was. See if they can get above 15. It was bounced off a bit, but so far a good trade. Yeah, look at that, 230. Nice. Almost 240. Now can we get to 60? Got a $3,000 trade in the works here. Off 2 minis. Gotta love it. Almost 3K. Yeah, 3K there. Look at that. It's just pushing up. 35, 38. Nice trade here. Beautiful. Scanned again. Too bad I didn't get my entry at 12 like I was trying to get. This would be up like 6K. Stupid NQ. And this is definitely where you can just, you know, take some off. You already got a daily GAN, so you don't, I mean, I'm just holding because, you know, I'm in demo. But if I was live, I definitely would be scalping off at least half. And then seeing if we can get another GAN level. Unless there's a short, you know, a reason to go short again. But right now, there's not a big reason to go short yet. Everything's, you know, mostly volumes up. It. You think you could switch, obviously. Unless Trump decides to say something. Yeah, that pump was tough. I mean, 2 times I got snagged, you know. But, you know, that's what happens. That's why you trade with an account size where, you know, you don't have to be fearful about getting back in. Like too many times, that is. You don't want to overtrade it. You know, it's just when you find a level you like, then, you know, you might get snagged a couple times. It's just the way it is. If I had micros, I could have had a wider stop, and I wouldn't have been stopped out. That's where I do like micros that way. You can actually have your stops in better locations than you can with minis. Because yeah, mini can be pretty brittle when you're wrong. Even on two, two contracts can really bite you sometimes. But when you're right, it's payday, man. Right? I didn't get the entry I wanted, and I'm still up 2K. It might come back down, but again, if I was live, I would have been scalping at the 15, at least half, and still, we'll see if it can hold. I mean, the Bears still own the day, so I'm definitely not saying this is going to reverse right back to the daily highs or anything. I have no idea what it's going to do. Wish I did. But I had two awesome demo trades, two where I got snagged by one tick, and now one that's in the works. We'll see if it can hold. So far, yeah, who knows? It might be 15. That's what's so nice about today. There's so many levels you could scalp out if you're just careful. That 15 would have been a nice little short down if you weren't greedy. I just didn't really have a reason to short just yet, so that's hence why I'm staying long for now. I like there to be reasons. The thing is, I would have waited. This following node, I probably would have only had one stop out instead of two. So it's just practicing. Sometimes you make mistakes. It's just part of it. But yeah, we're an hour 40 minutes of scalping, so I might be done here unless you guys have any questions at all. But I might just let this run, or I'll get this stopped out. I already had some really good trades today, and my live accounts are nice and done really well there. So hopefully it's the same. Hopefully you guys, King, if you're still on, hopefully you're green today. Yeah, you guys are quiet today besides JP. So far this 15 has a chance to hold. Small chance of holding, we'll see. Will it hold, JP? So far it's bouncing off it. So take my profit and take a little practice short here. Take a practice short. See if we can get some action back down to 47. Might not. The Yankees been snapping up. It's been bouncing. The shorts might have already had their fun for the day. But who knows? So yeah, a nice little scalp here. We'll see if it can hold. I was shooting for this 147, but it might not give it to me. It might just snap back up. I would have liked to have been short at 15, really, to be happier with this thing, because it definitely could bounce off of this 168. But I'd like to get this to break even so I can might just bounce up here. Yeah, I didn't really get quite the entry I was hoping for. You can see if you're quick with it, you can definitely scalp. I had a chance to. I was definitely in the money there, and then it's going to come back up. Probably, like I said, it was probably going to snap off that level. Yeah, so yeah, that 170 I thought would be kind of a troubled area. Kind of a retracement from this big move up, which it was. That's why I'm practicing. So I wouldn't have done that trade in live, but I was curious to see if it could get down to the 47, and I was in the profit for a moment there. And then look at that 70. That was a beautiful bounce, actually. Push up, came retrace back down to 170, and then just that was beautiful. I mean, not for my demo, but for practicing levels. That was actually a cool, pretty cool trade here. That 70 would have been an awesome long. So I'm just chasing right now just because I'm practicing again, done for the day, but just seeing if the bulls have some momentum here. Off this 15, can you get to 48, or is this going to be a double bounce, double top here? So far, I don't love it. I don't love that double top there. That's where NQ this time. This is kind of another choppy area. Trying to long off 15, you're gonna short off 15. So yeah, you can see how we can get. If you trade like this, you can get kind of chopped up a little bit. It's better to be trading at the levels. That's what I like to do when I'm trading live. I don't like to be in the middle of the box like that. My goal is if it's at a level, be as close to the level as you can. If you can get the entry you like. But yeah, today is kind of a weird day. Yeah, weird day for NQ. It might be bouncing off the 70 again. We'll see if the 70 can hold. That 70 might be a good long, but we'll see. I'm going to see if I can get a little scalp down here. Probably my last demo trade. Been scalping too long, so it'd be nice if we get down to that 47. But this 70 is still providing support. Yeah, that's why I'm just practicing now, because I just don't love this action, See, I just bounced off the 70 again, so thank goodness for practice mode, Look at that nice bounce off the 70. So yeah, I was trying to long the 15, snaps down, you try to go short, so that's why you go in practice mode, And then when you're live trading, you're good to go because you practiced how to play these levels. It's just this is pretty wonky action, right? If you're trying to long the 15, then it snaps down, bounces off the 70. So then if you go long here, you're chasing a little bit because now it's holding. So this is classic. It doesn't want to stay above 15. You'd think with this push up and this bounce that NQ'd want to get back up to 58, maybe 13, but that 15's definitely got to hold. The 15's definitely got to hold here for it to do anything. That's why I love practice. Yeah, see, it bounced off the 15. We already knew it bounced off that 70, pretty brutal. I mean, in a good way. And now it just bounced to the 58. Now we have all this volume, all this buying pressure, which is awesome to see. Now can we get a push to the next scan level, 315? I don't know. Is this 58 going to hold? So far it's, resisting a little bit. So that's the thing, like you chase these, NQ can be tough that way. Look at that, so you're good, and then it just bounces off of these levels. So it's definitely, right, this time of day, it's definitely making people's life miserable. That's why I love the pre-market. You get some really clean moves, and that's why I'm done, because I've already done this before in my live account, where I'm trying to catch these jolty moves, and NQ just snaps down. So hence why I'm on demo, because nothing, this earlier trade, when I was early it was just so clean, right? You didn't have a lot of this jaggedy shit, like where it just snaps around. That's why this time of day, right? This is it's good learning, because this time of day, a lot of times NQ does that. It fools you into like going long, snaps down, then you try to short, and it snaps back up. So it's actually, this is kind of good, when it starts doing this, you definitely get out of your live environment and get over to demo mode, so you can kind of feel how it messes with people, because you can see how it just messes with everybody. So that's why I love demo. So you can kind of be in the sandbox, and you just learn, when to be on your hands. And so thank God you're not doing live money, because this trickery, because this is not like a nice trend or anything. This is just NQ messing with people, right? Like these jolty moves are not like, that's why I didn't go to my live account, because no thanks. I like good clean price action, not these jolty garbage. This is the kind of action that blows accounts, because it just messes with people. So even now it's like, do you long 15? It just snaps down to 70, but then 70 snaps back up. So it just makes this right here is just a brutal area. Or as long as if you're micros, or whatever, then you're not taking a huge hurt. But on minis, you can, look pretty silly sometimes. But see, overall, like, 34,000 trading, demo, because, overall, it works. It's just sometimes you get chopped up, that's just the way it is on certain days, like this time frame. And that's why I look for A+ setups, That's why I can sit on my hands and be happy, I caught my profit for the day, and I'm perfectly happy, getting chopped up around in practice mode, because, I know that NQ will do this eventually, where it just chops people up. But you also get you get clean moves too, so I just prefer to wait for the better moves. Yeah, off the open was just nice, this is actually pretty jaggedy down. This move down was pretty clean. And then this move up's been really jaggedy. Just, it just makes you doubt everything. So, yeah, NQs, that's why you have to be trading NQ for a long time. You just learn how it behaves, and when to be on, on the sidelines, and when to be when to be live. That's how I look at it anyway. That's why I like to practice on demo. People might think it's a waste of time, but I like to be, it's not fun to be on demo and lose, because I try to treat it like it's real, but at least you get a feel for it. And then you still try to take, the best trades possible. And yeah, you might get chopped up here and there, but eventually, when things get settled, you'll catch some again, and you get paid for your patience. That's how I trade levels, So, but on occasion you'll get chopped up, and that's just, sometimes you got to pay, but a lot of times if you're patient, you'll get paid if you're just being careful. So yeah, what's the trade right now? Right, it's bounced off 58, didn't do anything, and now it's at 15. You have more buying pressure than you do selling pressure, at least for the volume node, at least on the 1 minute. Is that telling you anything? I could probably since it's formed a pivot here, I could probably re-add the volume to see if that could help a little bit. So you got the 21, 1, 202, 115, 258, 3, 1, 3. And then I don't think I have to worry about these for now. So now we have something to work with a little bit. So now you have some volume bars here trying to help us out. So volume again up 2%. Let's touch this 1,700 times. So the chance of it supporting is at 48, rejection 51. So he has a higher chance of rejecting here than bouncing barely by a fraction. We'll see if it gets to 70. If it does, be interesting to see what the data says there. Yeah, it's still kind of pressuring for 15. Let's see, it's at 202 right now. Also, JP, everything is going down. Yeah, I mean, that's what the volume bars say right now, that it's going to go down to. So now we're at that 70's been pretty tough on the shorts. Did I not have that right? Yeah, 201.47. Oh, I actually did that wrong. Shoot. See, 212, 214. But you wasn't paying attention. 202.15. And that one's 202. So now we're at the 2170. Yes, it's all bearish right now. Even though this level's been brutal for the shorts, the 70's been. So if it breaks through the 70, come on, it might bounce off this thing. We'll see. Everything is bearish right now. back in the shorts. So it's just bouncing off that 70 again. So there's a chance of it rejecting at 51% and 48% of it supporting. Yeah, the price actions, I think that's why I like being done early. Because, yeah, this past hour has been kind of dumb. Pretty tricky price action the past hour. See, it's bouncing up to 70 again. But it's not sustaining. Everything's still over the arb. Still, most everything's bearish still. But we shall see. So a higher chance of it rejecting this level. So it's higher chance of it going through it right now. But yeah, who knows, JP? I don't know what it will do. I'm just playing this level here. It could bounce on me, but it's a slight chance that they will break this 170 down to 46. But the bears already had a nice sweep down, flush down, so the bears might be done for the day on that. We'll see. I mean, right? It already flushes out. I mean, I don't know. If this 70 breaks, then definitely got a good chance to get 2 more again levels on the short here. Or is it going to bounce back up and go to 215? So definitely not a great level to be trading at because the way it's bouncing around. I definitely wouldn't be trading this live because it's already proven, this snapped. How many times has it snapped off the 70? Like, it's crazy how often this snapped off the 70. So we had some bullish candles or volume in here. Yeah, can it get above 15? Because it's definitely bouncing off the 70 so far today. Like, that's a good example of entry. Really on the long, you want to be long at 71. Being long at where I am at, just practicing, just because I'm seeing that it's but we know that NQ can easily come back down to 72 again pretty easily. But we also know it could break this 16 pretty easily and get back up to 60 in a flash. So your entries have to be so good today. Like, you can't be chasing stuff today. Like in practice mode, when you start chasing, those snap, retracements can be pretty brutal. So yeah, I mean, you've got, notice this kind of like double, kind of like complex retracement off this 70. I mean, it's been snapping like crazy off the 70. But, could just be faking out the longs, and eventually it's going to come back down. So you can see where this is such a bad entry for a long there. Whereas, horrible area for chasing trades. Yeah, it could be a flag, very likely a bear flag, Yeah, see this house coming down. Could be a bear flag for sure. Is he going to break that 70? Are you going to break 70? Has a chance to get above 70, it'd be nice to get down to 47 and then 112. That'd be kind of an interesting but so far that 70, man, right? Look at that, it's snapping back up to 70 again. It's just snapping off 70 every time. That's where, if, the pros, I guarantee you, are smoking everybody. Right? The 70 is killing people. It's like, man, the professionals know this. Somehow they, So, if you don't have good entries, the 70 is just killing people, killing the shorts every time. That's what's so cool about, when you trade it like this, you start seeing that, and you recognize the level where traders are really struggling. That's 70. How many times did it snap off 70? You can't even count. So you try to short at 70, and you just get destroyed. I mean, multiple times. Have the shorts been trying to short 70 and just been destroyed. And then the 15s, people trying to long 15 have been destroyed by the short. So I mean, the 15 and 70 is definitely, man, like, you definitely don't want to be like where I'm at, right in the middle. The worst place you could be, basically. This range is pretty, almost really 58 down to here is pretty ruthless range of just, whipping people out. So yeah, again, that's why I love demo mode, in this time of day. You can see how it just destroys people. This is definitely kind of chop where it can hurt people. And even level traders, you can struggle because it doesn't give you, the entries are so difficult. So then if you try to short 70, like, it's almost like you're chasing, because they could just whip back. Let's just say you short, and it could work, but lately it's just been snapping up. But eventually it'll do something. It's just, see how it just snaps right off 70. Like, they do not want to give up 70 for whatever reason. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, the shorts don't want to give up 70. At least for now. It could definitely break down. That's kind of cool to know that, though. We know 70 is just an area where you just either likely do nothing or just be very careful. because the 70 is brutal. So now it's breaking down 70. It's hilarious. And then it's going to whip back up probably. I actually think NQ will pick a direction. Will it pick where it wants to go finally? Look at that, see, just snapping. It's like it will not get below 70. It's hilarious. Like, how many times has the shorts tried to short 70 and they just get obliterated over and over again? And then it comes back down under 70. Yeah, Lust loves to mess with people. I mean, it's kind of beautiful in a way when you're on the sidelines watching it kind of destroy different levels. It's just, yeah, anytime you try to chase a short at 70, at least lately, it just snaps right back up. But and see, now finally it's getting below, and of course now it's getting below 47, of course. And so that was a pretty jagged action to finally clear 47 to get down to, I mean, that was crazy action. Now that is NQ at its pure finest glory to destroy people. Like, I mean, seriously, that was amazing how NQ can just F people up like that. And then finally it breaks down after it doubts, it makes you doubt everything you know in life, and then it finally does, finally it breaks down. That's just classic NQ. You can see why people can really have a rough time with it. But then it can reward you. So that's just the way of the nature of the beast. Yeah, so can it hold under 112 now? I don't know. I wouldn't hold my breath. 118, 117. So you're getting some we'll see if this is going to hold us some. We've got some bearish volume here. We'll see. So far it's bouncing back off that 12 again, but we'll see. If it breaks 12, you'd think, man, where's the floor, Where's the floor if it breaks 12? Yeah, what is it, 1110? is it going to bounce off 12? So far it's bouncing off 12, bouncing off 47. Oh yeah, it hit off 12, really like a pretty good bounce there. And 147 was like nothing. And now we'll see if 70 has anything to do. We already know 70 is where, man, it killed the shorts earlier. It has been killing the shorts, but what a buzz saw the last hour or so, basically. Just been creaming people right and left. So that 70 we know is a big number. If it breaks 70, you know, you can see it's breaking 70 now. So, I mean, 70 loves 15. I think it loves it. I mean, I don't know if it'll do it, but it loves it, right? It's done it a million times. So, the 70, I mean, who knows that in the trading world, 70 loves 15. Again, will it do it again? It's loved it so many times. So it's pretty cool when you see it in action. 70 just loves 15. So it's not like it's a good time to short this because it loves to go to 15. I don't know if it will again, but it loves it. $70 loves to go to 15. I don't know why. See, look at that. It's a 90. It's a 90. Pushing 200, almost. Like, yeah, that's a 200. So again, that's what's so cool about these levels, man. Like if you're retail trading, which we all are, and do you have any idea that 70, you know, was a killer for shorts? I don't know if this is going to hold, but still, like, you just know it's not a good short there. Not off any bias or anything. It's telling you, do not short 70. And if you did, like I did, a couple times, you get burned. And look at that, right on the dime, it hit 15, kind of stalled. So look at that, it's pushing 215 almost. Look at that. See? Oh, 70 loves 15 and above. Now it could snap back down, but we already, watching this for the last hour and a half, that would have been an awesome scalp, you know what I mean? So that's why I love the levels. If you're patient enough, it tells a story, and then you just got to be patient. So now it is 15, want to get to 58. It did barely in this, creamed everybody, but now the Bulls, gotten what they wanted. I mean, I'm not, predicting anything. We're above 215. That's all I know. So the last time it went to above 15, well, minus, these little kind of came above it and snapped down. So again, here it is kind of getting below it again a little bit. That's still pretty cool though. How pretty much called it from 70 to 15. Like that's to me it's pretty cool. So now we're back above 15 again. Can we get to 58? Do the bulls want 58? That's the question. And now, yeah, stopping below 215, but yep, the possibilities are endless. This time this isn't my favorite action, but you can still, if you're careful, you can make it work. But I think power hour is going to be way better action than this, right? I think I don't trade power hour because I can't scalp all day long. That's why I like the pre-market. I'm fresh. I'm gonna yawn here. Pre-market. I'm sharp. I get my levels, and I'm done. And I don't mess with this kind of price action. You know what I mean? Like, I already got paid, so I can just kind of watch this kind of mess with people a little bit. And, I can learn a little bit. It's definitely taught me, 70, 15, like it teaches you certain numbers of the day are more, have more, the 212 obviously, or the 12, the 12 is a pretty good number. That's why these daily Gann levels are really good. Because the story will form. So ideally what you would have done is just kind of watch this and then you kind of know, right? Maybe going into the afternoon, which numbers really mean the most, carry the most significance. And you can just see how it respects these levels. Look at that, it's beautiful. It comes down, taps 12. 47 has some significance. We know 70 is amazing, and 15, and even 58. So now you kind of got some levels to play off of going into the afternoon, assuming it stays in this range. Who knows? It might, But for now, it tells you kind of what to do, and really telling you not to do anything, really, at this point. So that's a little, rocky session on level trading during pretty bad chop, and why, hopefully you can kind of recognize it. So let's say you're in it, and you get a couple of snags, and then you stop trading it, because until levels hold and give you kind of more confidence, then it's not fun getting pushed around. Even in demo mode, I don't love getting pushed around, right? It's not really fun trading, right? All these kind of fake outs, it's just not very fun trading, even if you're practicing, it's not fun. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But that's the thing. We already know NQ is going to have days like this, and that's why they've coined it Terrible Tuesdays, and maybe that's the reason, right? Because of this very kind of stuff. That's why they kind of, I don't know. I've had some awesome Tuesdays, but you can definitely call this so far Terrible Tuesday, especially after 10:30 New York time. Look at that. Everything's been within 58 and 12, and just basically, messing with the shorts, or messing with the long, sorry, and then messing with the shorts here, and so you're kind of in this weird area. So to me, you kind of watch it, so we already caught the best live trade of the day. So it's nice. Believe me, that's nice. That's where I can be calm about it. But if I was live trading that, I would have been like, oh man, you'd have to stop because that you hit really if you hit 2 or 3 losses in a row, you got to stop, right? You can't let your account. You got to manage the risk. Because you never know. Like it was pretty good action, but it's hard to know when does it turn into garbage. And sometimes now going back we can see, but when you're in it, sometimes it's hard to recognize. When just in the sidelines. But if you get snagged a couple of times, then usually if you're wrong a couple of times in a row, that usually tells you, okay, you know what, things are just a little off right now. You better wait, for a better setup. But as you can see, I mean, the second you think is going, it just stalls. So yeah, kind of boring, huh? So yesterday was really cool. Today was really cool until it turned into chop. So otherwise, I'll probably drop off here because that's almost 2 hours of scalping levels. But I'll be back on tomorrow morning. So yeah, appreciate all you guys, and hope you have a great terrible Tuesday. Just kidding, no. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.